You know, I've been thinking a lot lately, and I truly believe I've done an incredible job raising my children. I mean, they've grown into such wonderful, respectful young adults. Don't you think so too, Mom? I'm really proud of the way they've turned out. It's like I hit the jackpot with them. Don't you agree? Oh, absolutely, dear. Your little ones are just a delight to be around. They have such a natural charm and warmth that just draws people to them. They're so affectionate, always quick to give a hug or a smile. It's clear they've been raised in a loving environment, and that really shows in their personalities. And I have to say, a lot of that credit goes to your husband. Being the youngest in the family, he's always had such a way with children. He's so patient and understanding, always knowing exactly how to connect with them. It's really something special to see how much the kids adore him. They've definitely picked up a lot from his easygoing nature and his ability to meet them where they are, emotionally and mentally. I couldn't agree more, Mom. He's always been so good at getting down to their level, really making the kids feel seen and heard. It's not just about providing for them, but about being present in their lives, understanding their needs, and guiding them in a way that makes them feel secure and loved. Thanks to him, our kids have grown up healthy, happy, and well-adjusted, without any of them straying off the right path. I can't even begin to express how grateful I am for that. It's such a relief knowing that we've done right by them, that they've turned out so well, and that they've got bright futures ahead of them. It's like a huge weight off my shoulders to see them thriving. And now that they've all passed their civil service exams and secured stable jobs, you really don't have to worry about them anymore. They're set for life, and you can finally relax a bit, knowing they're going to be just fine. Exactly. Honestly, I had a feeling from the moment they were born that they were going to be special. There was just something about them that made me think, these kids are going to be different. I don't have to worry about my old age because they're going to take care of everything. As a mother, if you can raise even just one child well, that's a successful life in my book. But you've done even better than that. You've got multiple kids who've all turned out wonderfully. That's something to be really proud of. I couldn't agree more, Mom. That really hits the nail on the head. But what about you, sis? What about me? Well, you only had one child because of your age, right? Yes, that's right. But at least you had a son. That's a blessing in itself. If it had been a daughter, wouldn't that have been disappointing? Exactly. You know how important it is to keep the family line going. Having a son to carry on the family name is something we can all be thankful for. By the way, where did your son end up working? I remember you mentioning something a while ago, but I don't recall the details. Oh, he was working at a small company, but he decided to quit because he wants to start his own business. He's gathering some people to make it happen right now. Oh my. So he's unemployed at the moment? That's quite a situation. How are you handling that? Well, if you want to look at it that way, then yes, I suppose you could say that. He's in between jobs right now, but he's got big plans. Isn't he around 30 years old now? That's not exactly a young age to be taking such risks. Yes, he just turned 30 this year. Then why didn't he just stick it out at his previous job, work his way up the ladder and secure his future? It's not like he's in his early 20s anymore with time to spare. He's always believed that doing what he's passionate about is the most important thing in life. I didn't want to stand in the way of that, so I told him to go ahead and give it a shot while he still can. I understand where you're coming from, but I really want my son to follow his own path, even if it means taking risks. I can't live his life for him, so I want him to have the freedom to make his own choices, even if those choices come with the possibility of failure. Oh, Mom, what are we going to do with her? She's so pure-hearted, but that's exactly why I'm worried. It's like she's not fully prepared for the challenges of raising a child. Maybe it's because she only had one, and she hasn't had the same experiences I have had raising multiple kids. You're right, dear. Your sister-in-law may be younger than you, but she's had the experience of raising 3 kids. She's really knowledgeable when it comes to parenting, so it might be worth paying attention to what she has to say. There's really not much to take to heart here. My son is 30 years old, an adult who can take care of himself. He's perfectly capable of making his own decisions and dealing with the consequences. I think it's important for him to experience both success and failure on his own terms. But if all he does is gain experience, he might find himself at 40 with nothing to show for it. By that time, it'll be too late to start over, and he might end up regretting not taking a more stable path when he had the chance. It's not so easy to start preparing for a civil service exam in your late 30s, you know? Wouldn't it be better to encourage him to start preparing for that now, while he still has the energy and time to make it happen? He doesn't seem particularly interested in that path, and I don't want to force it on him. But that's exactly where you, as his mother, need to step in and guide him in the right direction. He might not realize it now, but he'll thank you later on. Yes, dear. Maybe you should at least have a conversation with him about the possibility. You never know. He might be more open to it than you think. Sure, I'll bring it up with him and see what he says. You've got to see this. I'm bursting with pride. I can't keep it to myself. What's going on? What's making you so thrilled? My kids. They've been giving me a monthly allowance. Would you believe it? Every single month, each of them hands me $100. It's like clockwork, and they just decided to do it on their own. Wow, that's really incredible. It's not often you see kids at that age being so thoughtful with their money, especially when they're at an age where they could be spending it on themselves without a second thought. Exactly. And it's not like I ever pressured them to do it, you know? They just came up with the idea on their own, had a little family meeting, and now they've made it a habit. Who knew they had such a strong sense of responsibility and gratitude? That's really sweet of them. They must really care about you. They do. I mean, it's not just about the money. It's about the gesture, the thoughtfulness. I'm really proud of the way they've turned out. Always thinking of others, even when they have so many other things they could be spending their money on. Yeah, that's pretty special. My son, on the other hand, well, we've always told him that he doesn't need to give us money. We never wanted him to feel that kind of obligation. But that's the thing. You have to be offered something to even consider refusing it. Has he ever even thought about giving you guys something? I mean, he's 30 now, right? And he's never once given his parents a little something? Not even for your birthdays or special occasions? It's not about the money for us, Anna. We didn't raise him with the expectation that he'd pay us back financially. We've got enough to get by, and we're happy just seeing him healthy and doing his own thing. But it's not really about needing the money. It's more about the principle, you know? It's about whether he's got that instinct to show appreciation, to acknowledge all the support you've given him. He's a good kid. He's grown up to be a responsible, decent person. He's never been in any serious trouble, and he's healthy. I'm grateful for that. Honestly, if he just finds a good partner and settles down, I'll be satisfied. Sis, you're really generous with him. I mean, after everything you've done to raise him right, aren't you worried he might be taking things for granted? What if he's secretly harboring some resentment or just not fully appreciating all you've done? Resentment? What do you mean by that? Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. I just... Oh, you know. Sometimes kids don't express what they're really feeling. I'm just saying, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a conversation about his future. Like suggesting he consider a steady job, like a government position. I know it might seem like meddling, but sometimes, as a mom, you've got to step in and guide them a bit. Don't you think? I appreciate your concern, Anna, but we're fine with letting him make his own decisions. If he's happy, we're happy. That's really all that matters to us. But Sarah, as his mom, you've got a responsibility to at least steer him in the right direction. You've got to make sure he's thinking long-term, about stability and all that. Just promise me you'll at least bring up the idea of him pursuing something more secure, like a government job. It could really set him up for life. Honey, what's going on with Anna? Seriously, what's her deal? What do you mean? She's getting more and more over the top with all this bragging about her kids. It's like she can't go 5 minutes without mentioning how amazing they are. Well, she's just really proud of them, I guess. And what parent isn't proud of their kids? But there's a limit, you know? She just keeps going on and on, like she's the only one with kids worth talking about. It's getting exhausting. And you know what's worse? Mom is completely falling for it. Every time we're together, she starts comparing our son to her kids, like we're in some kind of competition. Why do you let it bother you? We're living our lives and they're living theirs. What does it matter? It matters because every time we go over to Mom's, it feels like I'm walking into a contest that I never signed up for. I'm so proud of our son, but it really hurts when he's constantly being compared to her kids like he's not good enough. It's like she's tearing him down, even if she doesn't realize it. And what am I supposed to do? I can't exactly start bragging back, saying our son is better. It's just not who I am. You're just too kind-hearted. That's what it is. It's always the good-hearted people who end up biting their tongues. I do it all the time too, you know. But there's only so much a person can take before they reach their breaking point, you know? It's just... exhausting. Well, you know how that family is. They've always been a loud bunch. Nothing new there. They always had a lot to say. You know that. I know, but that doesn't make it any easier to listen to. Especially when it's about our son. You really don't need to let it get under your skin so much. Just play along in the moment, nod and smile, agree with whatever she says, and then do whatever you want afterward. That's the best way to keep the peace and live a happy life. Trust me. I guess you're right. That's why, even when she and Mom started treating our son like he's some kind of problem child, I just stay quiet. It stresses me out, but I try to let it go. You're handling it perfectly, sweetheart. Trust me, one day you'll see. All that talk, it's going to come back to bite them. Families that talk too much always end up with something to regret. You'll see. They'll realize it too late. Yeah, maybe you're right. I hope so. Don't stress about it too much, okay? Let's do something fun. How about we go out for a nice date dinner tonight? You love a good steak, and it'll help take your mind off things. You know what? That sounds perfect. Let's do it. A nice juicy steak sounds like just what I need to cheer up. Oh my gosh, Mom! Big news. My eldest is finally tying the knot. Can you believe it? What? Really? Oh, that's fantastic news. Who's the lucky girl? And when do I get to meet her? She's coming by next week to formally introduce herself. Would you like to join us, Mom? I'm sure you'll want to see her for yourself. Of course! I wouldn't miss it for the world. It's such a special moment when the first grandchild gets married. I can't wait to meet her and give my approval. By the way, Sarah, isn't your son about the same age as my son? Any wedding bells ringing over there? Actually, I was planning to tell you all later, but it seems like the right time. My son mentioned he's found someone he wants to marry too. Well, isn't that something? It looks like we're in for a double celebration. Both of you having good news at the same time. It's like we've hit the jackpot. Oh, Sarah, why didn't you say anything sooner? You should have been shouting it from the rooftops. So, do you know anything about the girl yet? Any details to share? Not much yet. We're still getting to know her, so I'm just keeping things low-key for now. Low-key, huh? Sounds like you're not too thrilled. Is there a reason you're not bursting with pride? My son, on the other hand, has really found a gem. She's smart, driven, and guess what? She's a fellow civil servant. Ah, I see. Well, that sounds like a match made for a stable and secure future. Good for them. Exactly. It looks like our family is becoming a real dynasty of public servants. Even though the prestige of the job isn't what it used to be, it still holds a lot of weight, don't you think? Yes, it's definitely something to be proud of. Congratulations. Thanks. But seriously, Sarah, when you get the full scoop on your future daughter-in-law, don't keep it to yourself. If she's anything less than stellar, I might have to step in and give you some sisterly advice. You wouldn't want to bring someone into the family who might cause trouble down the line. Oh, don't worry. I'm confident in my son's choice. He's a good judge of character, and he's been making some really smart moves with his business. I'm sure she's just as capable. We've got it all under control. Well, let's hope so. But honestly, Sarah, I think you're too trusting sometimes. Just remember, I'm here if you need any advice. It's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to something this important. If you ever feel uncertain, don't hesitate to ask for help. Anna's right, Sarah. A bad apple can spoil the bunch, and a wrong choice in a daughter-in-law could spell disaster for the whole family. You really should let Anna meet her first. She seems to have a knack for reading people. Thanks for the concern, but I trust my son's judgment. He's doing great with his startup, and I believe he's found someone who matches his ambition. We'll handle things on our end. Well, okay then. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it all turns out. But seriously, don't be shy about asking for help if you need it. I'm just a phone call away. Thanks, Anna. I appreciate it. We'll keep you posted. Hey, Dorothy! I'm here! Oh, Sarah! Welcome. It's so nice to see you. Oh, hi, Anna. Is anyone else around? It's a bit quiet here. No, they stepped out for a bit. They went to the garden to pick some fresh lettuce for dinner. I see. So, should we start on anything while we wait? Honestly, we could just relax and chat until they come back. There's no need to rush. But wouldn't it be better to get a head start? That way we can make things a lot smoother when they get here. No last-minute scrambling. If you're so keen, why don't you go ahead and start preparing something? What do you mean by that? Well, I'm saying if you're up for it, you might as well dive in and get things rolling. It could be good practice. Is there something going on, Anna? You seem a bit off today. No, nothing's wrong. Then why do I feel like there's a bit of edge in your voice today? It's unusual for you. Oh, I'm sorry. It might be because, well, I just started my period a couple of days ago. I guess it's making me a bit more irritable than usual. I didn't mean to take it out on you. Oh, I understand. It's okay. By the way, Sarah, can I ask you something? Sure. What's up? I heard your son's fiance works for a major company. Yes, she's with a big car manufacturer. Ford, if I am not mistaken. Why do you ask? Oh, I was just curious if her job played a part in your family accepting her as your daughter-in-law. What? No, not at all. Her job has nothing to do with it. They're in love and decided to marry on their own terms. I didn't interfere. But honestly, she seems to be more successful than your son professionally, doesn't she? Well, yes, that's true. And despite that, she still decided to marry him? Even though he's not on her level career-wise. She must see something in him that goes beyond his career status. Maybe she's drawn to his sincerity. He's starting his own business, and while he's not there yet, she obviously sees potential in him. I guess. But it can't have been an easy choice for her. Your son must have really gone all out to win her over, right?
But what about your daughter-in-law? I hear she's a public servant. Is she living up to your expectations?
Oh, absolutely. She's fantastic, both at her job and at home. Honestly, she's so capable that I don't even have anything to complain about. I was almost hoping for a little bit of tension. You know, the usual mother-in-law and daughter-in-law dynamic. But she's just too perfect.
Well, that's great to hear. You're quite fortunate.
Lucky? In what way?
You know what they say. If you bring the wrong woman into the family, it can lead to all kinds of problems. But it sounds like both our families have made good choices this time.
True. But Sarah, don't get too comfortable just yet.
What do you mean?
Just consider this. What if your son's fiancée, with her high-powered job, suddenly decides she's had enough? What if she decides to leave because she finds your son's situation lacking?
That's not going to happen.
You can't be certain. People change, and young women these days can be quite unpredictable. Just a bit of advice. Keep your guard up, okay?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Hey, Mom, check this out. It's clear that there's a big difference between a regular bag and a designer handbag. The quality is just miles apart. You're absolutely right. At first, it's hard to notice the difference just by looking. But once you get your hands on it, you can definitely feel the superior craftsmanship. Sis, would you like to give it a try as well?
Oh, no, that's all right.
Oh, come on. Don't be so shy. How often do we get a chance to handle something this luxurious? Both of us don't get to experience the feel of designer bags often. It's a rare treat for us. Well, with 3 kids and a daughter-in-law, they sometimes surprise me with gifts like this when they decide to be generous.
That's wonderful.
But I get that it's different for you. With just 1 child and 1 daughter-in-law, it's not as easy to receive such extravagant gifts.
I'm not really into luxury items myself, so it's not something I'm particularly interested in.
Oh, come on. Don't be so modest. What woman doesn't enjoy a beautiful designer handbag?
I genuinely don't mind. I'm perfectly content.
Oh, I was just kidding. Honestly, I think this birthday has been the happiest one of my life. I never thought I'd get to experience holding a designer bag, and now I've even had the chance to touch such an expensive one. It feels like I've hit the jackpot, don't you think? See? This is why raising children well is so important. If your children aren't successful, it can affect your own future as well. Absolutely. I should make sure to take lots of photos while I have the chance. For my next birthday, the kids have promised to save up and get me a designer outfit. Wow, really? I never receive such gifts from my own children. And here you are getting all these luxurious treats. Oh, come on, Dorothy. Don't say that. Now you're making me feel a bit embarrassed. I'm just joking. But seriously, I'm really excited about what gifts I might receive. Sarah, when you get your gifts, make sure to share the news with us. Maybe even post a photo or 2 on social media.
Absolutely. I'll definitely do that.
Hello? Hi there, it's Anna. I hope I'm not interrupting anything important.
Oh, hi, Anna. No, you're not interrupting anything. I'm just relaxing at home.
That's great to hear. I just wanted to give you a quick call to wish you a very happy birthday. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far.
Thank you so much, Anna. Your call means a lot to me. It's been a lovely day so far.
Honestly, I was a little worried I might forget your birthday if you hadn't updated your Messenger profile picture. I saw it and remembered right away.
Oh, it's really okay if you forget. Birthdays come and go. It's not like anyone has to remember every single one.
True, It's always nice to celebrate with those who make the effort to remember and reach out. By the way, I'm curious. What kind of gifts did you receive this year? Did the kids get you anything special or memorable?
Oh, did you not know what I got yet?
No, I didn't have any details about your gifts. I was just calling to catch up and see how you were doing.
You mentioned that you saw my new profile picture, right?
Yes, I noticed a picture of an apartment in your profile.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, wait, hold on. Are you telling me that you received an apartment as a birthday gift?
Yes, that's exactly right. It was a complete surprise.
Seriously? An entire apartment? That's not exactly a small or inexpensive gift.
It's actually a really upscale apartment. It's incredible, but I almost didn't accept it because it seemed like such an extravagant gift. But didn't you mention that we should respect the kids' intentions and efforts when they want to give something special?
Yes, that's what I said.
So I decided to accept the gift. It's honestly the most amazing place I've ever had the chance to live in.
Wow. So does this mean you're planning to move into this new apartment?
Yes, exactly. We're supposed to be fully moved in by next month. I'm starting to sort through things and get ready for the big move.
Once you're all settled in, you have to throw a housewarming party. I'd love to come and see the new place.
Absolutely. I'll make sure to send you an invitation as soon as we're settled in and everything is ready.
All right then. I'll let you go for now. I just took a quick break from work to give you a call.
Thanks for calling, Anna. It was great hearing from you.
No problem at all. I'll talk to you later.
Wow, this place is incredibly spacious. I had no idea an apartment could be this huge. The amount of room you have here is truly impressive. Feels like a dream come true.
It's absolutely stunning, isn't it? I've never seen such a grand and luxurious apartment before. It's like you've won the lottery. The amount of space and the elegance of this place are beyond words. You've really hit the jackpot. Having a daughter-in-law like you has brought such amazing fortune. Walter and I have never even imagined living in a home this nice. We've never experienced anything quite like this in our entire lives. You know, if we had worked a bit harder when we were younger, maybe we could have afforded a beautiful home like this ourselves. It's a bit of a regret to think about what might have been.
Mom and Dad, please feel free to visit us as often as you'd like. You're always welcome here, and we'd be thrilled to have you over anytime.
Are you sure it's all right for us to come over so frequently? We don't want to impose or become a bother.
Absolutely. It's more than fine. We're excited to have you here.
It's true that living in such a beautiful home really enhances your quality of life. Don't you agree, dear?
I completely agree. Sometimes I think if we had worked just a bit harder in our younger days, we might have been able to enjoy a home like this ourselves.
By the way, where did Anna go? She was right here with us a moment ago.
Oh, she mentioned she needed to use the restroom. Oh, there she is now. How's the restroom? Is it as luxurious as the rest of the house? Oh, come on now, Mom. It's just a regular bathroom. It's actually quite nice, spacious, and well-equipped. Even if it's just a bathroom, I'm sure it's of the highest quality. It seems like everything in this house is top-notch. I imagine it's probably as large as our smallest bedroom. Tell us about it when you've seen it. Yes, it's definitely very nice and roomy, just like the rest of the house. Really? I need to check it out soon.
Anna, what do you think of the house now that you've seen it up close?
It's wonderful. No question about it.
It looks great to you?
How could I say anything less? The house is amazing. But I have to admit, it feels a bit overwhelming to receive such an expensive gift. Now, Sarah, you'll have to be on your best behavior in front of your daughter-in-law.
That's not true. The kids are so thoughtful, and they respect everything I say.
But you never know what's going on in their minds, even if they seem perfect on the outside.
Do you prefer more practical and assertive qualities rather than just being demure?
Yes, I value someone who is both capable and can handle their own interests, rather than just someone who is reserved and keeps everything hidden. A person who tries to maintain a perfect image by hiding things often ends up facing issues later in life.
Is that so?
Absolutely. You should keep an eye out to see if what I'm saying holds true.
All right, but for now, let's enjoy the evening and make the most of this lovely housewarming party. When else will we have the chance to visit such a luxurious home? We should take full advantage of it.
Indeed. It's an opportunity we don't get every day. That's right. Remember, I once said something similar to her, didn't I? Is this a subtle way of keeping me on my toes?
Well, we should get started on preparing dinner soon. Yes, Mom?
What are you up to right now? Is everything okay?
Oh, I'm just in the middle of organizing the house. Why do you ask?
Well, there's something pretty serious going on with Anna and her family right now, and it's causing quite a stir.
Really? What's happened?
You remember how she came over to your house yesterday?
Yes, of course I remember that.
Well, after you left, Anna went straight home and immediately started calling her children.
She did? What about?
She started comparing your kids to hers and made a huge fuss about how, with 3 children, the birthday gift she received should be far more impressive than what one child could provide. In fact, she's been so upset that she's demanded them to buy her a house.
What? That's absolutely unbelievable. Why on earth would Anna be so unreasonable?
I had no idea she could be so unreasonable and demanding either. It's really surprising.
Are you absolutely sure about this?
Yes, I wouldn't make something like this up. It's true.
So, now Anna is actually at your house?
Yes. She said she wouldn't return to her own home until she gets a house like yours, insisting on it. But really, how can anyone just give away a house as a gift? It's not something easily done or acquired. I understand you and your daughter-in-law might have managed it by pooling resources and saving up. But how can a public servant, with a typical salary, afford such an extravagant gift?
Doesn't Anna understand the reality of what public servants earn? Why is she being so stubborn and unrealistic?
I'm not sure. Perhaps she's always believed her children are exceptionally talented. And now seeing your success and what you've achieved, she might be feeling a bit envious or even jealous.
So, what are we supposed to do about this? I hope that once she cools down from her outburst, things will settle and she'll calm down eventually.
If only it were that easy. The situation might drag on for quite some time. Both your father and I are finding it incredibly challenging to deal with the tension and drama caused by Anna's actions.
What about her husband? How is he handling this?
He's just dealing with the situation as best as he can, living with his wife's temper tantrum. He's currently with us, trying to manage the fallout.
Oh no. This is a significant problem. Maybe inviting everyone over for the housewarming was a mistake after all.
It's not your fault. If we're family, we would have eventually visited your new place, whether now or in the future. There's really no difference in that.
So, what should we do now? Is Anna going to stay there until she calms down?
I have no clue. I didn't really have anyone else to turn to for advice, so I reached out to you.
I'll need to discuss this with my husband. I'm feeling quite shocked by this whole situation as well.
I didn't expect Anna to react so negatively and irrationally. When we visited your home, her face clearly showed signs of jealousy and envy.
Really? Was it that obvious?
Yes, it was quite evident. She's only focused on her own status and what she can achieve.
Didn't you have a good impression of Anna before this?
I did, and I still do in many ways. But this recent behavior is completely perplexing and hard to understand. I don't even want to dwell on the positive aspects of the past right now because it's just too frustrating.
should I try talking to Anna and see if I can help resolve things?
I'm not sure if it will make a difference, but it might be worth trying. Anything is worth a shot at this point.
Okay, I'll make time to visit her and have a talk with her about this.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Anna, I understand that you haven't been home for several days now. Is that accurate?
Yes, it appears that you've heard about the situation.
Of course, as family, we tend to hear about these things. What's going on? Is the situation with our house causing all of this?
Please don't worry too much. It's a family matter, so let's not make it a bigger issue than it needs to be.
Can't you see how much distress this is causing the whole family? Especially because of your behavior? It's become so problematic that even your kids are reaching out to me via text, trying to avoid any unnecessary drama or conflict.
My kids have been texting you? What did they say?
Yes, all of them have been expressing their discomfort and frustration with your attitude. They've even voiced their complaints about why I received such an extravagant and expensive gift, and they're not happy about it. Why take your frustrations out on the children who did nothing wrong? They're not responsible for buying a new house or anything like that.
Why are you so concerned about my children? They are my children. And if I have certain expectations of them, it's really not your place to dictate or interfere.
My concern is that your behavior seems utterly thoughtless and inconsiderate. As a mother, you should be supportive of your children rather than burdening them with unreasonable demands or expectations.
I have dedicated nearly half of my life to raising my children, so I don't think it's unreasonable to expect something significant in return. Do you?
No. Love between parents and their children should be unconditional. Why do you believe that you should receive compensation for everything you've given? Children are meant to repay their parents' love and sacrifices in their own time, especially when they themselves become parents. That's how the parent-child relationship works and evolves.
It's rather bold of you to offer unsolicited advice when you've only had one child. Do you even realize how inappropriate it is to lecture someone else in this manner?
It's clear that you have no intention of heeding any of my advice or suggestions. Fine. I'll let you continue to do things your way. I'm extremely curious to see just how much acceptance and respect you will actually receive from your children in return. But did you know something quite surprising?
What's that?
Before you arrived here, your oldest son actually reached out to us directly.
My son?
Yes.
Why did he contact you?
He was inquiring about whether it's legally possible to sever family ties.
Really?
My extended family includes several relatives who are lawyers, and he asked whether it's feasible to legally cut off familial connections.
Is that so?
Your children will need to determine how much they can tolerate from you. You need to figure this out on your own. If you want to avoid future regrets, you should stop forcing your children to demonstrate excessive respect and gratitude. Anna was most deeply shocked and unsettled by the mention of severing family ties. It hit her with a profound impact that she hadn't anticipated. Following that evening, she decided to spend one more night at her in-laws' house, trying to come to terms with everything. After that night, however, she did not make any further appearances at the in-laws' gatherings or family events. From what my brother-in-law has told me, Anna has been feeling quite unwell recently. According to him, she has been bedridden, lacking the energy and vitality she usually has. It seems that the whole situation has taken a significant toll on her, affecting her health and mood. The emotional strain and the stress from the family conflict have clearly left her feeling drained and exhausted.
Hi, Sarah.
Anna? It's been a while since I heard your voice. Are you still alive?
I'm barely hanging on.
What's going on?
I'm in big trouble. Please help me, sister.
What's happened?
My son is getting a divorce.
What?
That awful woman has filed for divorce, saying she can't stand being around me any longer. She's suing our son for divorce and demanding compensation for emotional damages from me. Can you believe this? She's truly lost her mind. How could she sue her mother-in-law like that?
Oh, it sounds like there was quite a bit of friction between you and your daughter-in-law.
She told me that she couldn't buy me a house, so I stopped asking for one. I only gave a few pieces of advice on how to be a proper daughter-in-law. But this woman started becoming increasingly defiant and openly scowling at me. And then, she even had the nerve to threaten me, saying she would divorce my son if I didn't comply. In the end, she blew up our family with her demands for alimony and then just ran away. She's caused such a rift between me and my son. How can there be such a spiteful person in the world?
Well, it seems like you might have made some mistakes here.
What did you just say?
Why did you keep giving unsolicited advice about your daughter-in-law's behavior? Children are capable of handling things on their own.
What do you mean, handling things on their own? When someone with experience gives advice, they should appreciate it and accept it graciously. Instead, she's blaming everyone but herself.
I've told you before, Anna, that our children are adults now and capable of making their own decisions. Failures are part of their journey. It's not your job to live their lives for them.
Are you siding with her too? Were we not family?
I've always thought your way of raising children was flawed. When you raise them like that, it's no surprise they harbor resentment.
Oh my. You're just repeating the same things I've said to you all along. Is that what you've been trying to tell me?
Oh, so you're not as foolish as you seem?
What do you mean by that? Do you think you're superior because you got an apartment from your son? Do you feel like you have everything in the world? Just wait and see. When your son ends up divorcing, your life will be even more pitiful than mine.
Are you hoping for my son to divorce now?
You never know with people.
But I wouldn't be surprised if you ended up getting divorced before my son does.
What are you talking about?
When you wield such control over your husband and children, it's possible you might end up divorced yourself. Your husband has also been asking me about consulting with a lawyer.
Oh my. These people. They're driving me insane!
When will you ever learn? That's all for today's story. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and like the video. Hey, Jack! Are you there? Where are you right now?
What is it, Sydney?
Look, if you're out trying to find a job, that's fine. But if you're just messing around, then you're going to be in serious trouble.
I've told you countless times already, though I don't know if you're even bothering to try to listen. I have a job. I'm not wasting my life away unemployed. Today I headed out in order to talk with the client directly. This isn't even the first time I've done this. How are you still under this misconception?
Misconception? Yeah, right. You keep trying to tell me you're someone who works from home, right? Are you sure you're not just trying to use that as an excuse to not go job hunting after having graduated a while ago?
I am also doing work at home, yes, but I only consider that a side job, nothing more.
Huh? A side job? You would have to have a main job of some kind to have a side job, wouldn't you?
Not necessarily. When it comes to the bulk of my income, I'm pretty sure Tom already explained it to you, didn't he? You understand how investment income works, right?
Oh, and here we go with this again. That's exactly the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You're just assuming that your investments will pay enough in an attempt to justify not having a real job. The world isn't that simple. You can't expect those investments to give you everything you need.
I mean, it's not like I'm relying that much on that income anyway. That's why I'm doing this other job to begin with, so I can leave the investments alone. The longer I leave them, the more valuable they get. Also, I'm not unemployed, like I already told you.
Oh, come on! I'm not going to let you just railroad this conversation your way.
The only one railroading things is you with your abject refusal to listen to reason.
Tom is just totally different from you. I guess he just felt like he had to treat you nicely as the big brother.
Okay, so you're just ignoring everything I'm saying now?
But as a result, you just seem completely spoiled. I And why should I pay attention to someone who has no clue how the world works? I guess I'm the one who has to deal with raking you over the coals so you don't end up a totally worthless person.
I think it would be a lot better if you just stayed out of it, to be honest.
Excuse me?
Look, you haven't made the slightest effort to actually understand what I'm telling you. Everything I say to you goes in one ear and out the other. In fact, I would go so far as to guess that you've listened to what Tom, Mom, and Dad have told you, and just chose to twist their words to match whatever interpretation you wanted to take from them. If you keep blundering forward without thinking everything through, you might be in for some serious trouble in the future. I'd suggest you take a page out of Tom's book and try to pump the brakes a bit before you go charging off doing something reckless that you'll regret later. I'd highly recommend that you don't try to mess with things that you don't understand, and just leave things be until he comes back home from overseas. We're already living just fine together in this duplex. There's no need to rock the boat unnecessarily.
Hey, what are you trying to say? Do you really think you can talk like you have some level of influence around here? Are you forgetting who's the one who's even being kind enough to let a jobless guy like you stick around here? As your brother's wife, I am merely tolerating your presence as you continue to just sit here doing nothing.
So, about that.
What?
That last statement of yours just proved that you don't understand a thing about our situation here.
Excuse me?
If I remember correctly, you're the one who used Tom's overseas business posting as an excuse to start living in my half of the house, right? And this is despite the fact that you already were doing just fine in your half. This is a duplex. They're separate for a reason.
Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about. I used his trip as a reason to live here? What are you trying to say?
All I said was the truth. Nothing more. But for you to look down on me like I'm some leech and just decide for yourself that I have no job, I don't understand how you can even believe this nonsense you're spouting. So please, just drop the issue at least until Tom returns home.
What's with your tone? I don't like the arrogance I'm sensing in it. Well, whatever. Regardless of what's going on, Tom's return home will be the most ideal timing for us to finally decide who's right and wrong. It's, what, 3 months until he's back home? Once he gets back, we'll see for sure who's in the wrong here. Until then, I suggest you get ready to be kicked out of the house. Okay?
Yeah, right. Hey, Sydney. I just took a look at my room and... What's going on? The room is completely empty. My shelves, bed, desk, clothes, chair. Everything is gone. The only thing left in the room is a small note in the middle of the floor that you wrote.
Ah, so you finally came home, huh? Honestly, for someone as lowly as you to go on a trip to Los Angeles and stay for 3 nights? Now that the time for us to settle our dispute is finally getting closer, you think it's just okay to just go do as you please?
What do you mean, settle our dispute?
Don't tell me you've forgotten. You said it yourself, remember? You said we'll settle things once Tom comes home from overseas.
Excuse me?
My parents-in-law also just happened to be out at a party with some of the neighbors, so they're not here either. So today was my chance. I thought that if I was going to make a move to bring this all to an end, I had to do it now.
Okay. Seriously now. I didn't say a thing about settling things. All I asked was for you to leave things be until he got back.
What are you talking about? That's the same thing. The timing was perfect for me to finally correct your mistaken understanding of how the world works, and in the clearest way possible.
I don't even know how I can approach that convoluted mess of logic. Regardless, Tom comes home from overseas tomorrow, doesn't he? So, why did you feel like you had to start doing things today? Again, I asked you to hold off until he comes back. Not until a day before he comes back. Not until a few hours before he arrives. I asked you specifically to wait until he returns.
Today, tomorrow, what difference does one day make? I mean, no matter how you look at it, all you're waiting for is to be kicked out of the house in the end anyway.
And I've told you that that's only your complete misunderstanding of the situation. I have no clue why you just can't seem to understand what's going on.
What's this now? What am I supposedly misunderstanding?
For the past 3 months, I have tried to break down everything so I could explain it to you in as many different ways as possible. But you just outright refused to listen, and instead did little more than hysterically throw verbal abuse at me day in and day out.
Well, of course I didn't listen to you. What reason would I have to believe some naive simpleton who doesn't understand how society works?
It's astonishing how accurately that describes you.
Anyway, an unemployed layabout like you is nothing but a nuisance. So, while you may have somehow managed to get a car at some point recently, if you don't hurry up and get out of this house, I won't just destroy your things. I'll also smash up that car.
Wow, it's a good thing I brought my work laptop with me on this trip. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to meet my deadline and my clients would lose their trust in me.
Right. All that work you've been doing entirely inside your own head, right? I'm telling you, that sort of stuff is bad for your head. So you need to leave the house before you start causing trouble around here with your insanity. This is my personal style of kindness through strictness. And, well, since there isn't a single thing of yours left in this house, there isn't actually any reason for you to be here anymore, is there?
Right. So it's best if I leave then?
Exactly! That's precisely what you should do.
Okay then. I'm not responsible for anything that comes of this, got it?
Sure. Enjoy all those sour grapes somewhere else. I want you out of here before the end of the day. Say, Jack, could I talk to you for a moment?
What is it?
Look, here's the thing.
Tom just came home, didn't he?
Oh, well, yeah. I wanted to talk to you about that, actually.
When you told him about how you kicked me out of the house, what did he say to you?
The thing is, he got totally pissed off and shouted at me at the top of his lungs that you're the one who owns this house. He also went off at me about how I was taking your part of the house when I should have been living in the one he and I already had, and that your half was meant for you and whomever you might end up getting together with.
Yep, that's about what I expected from him.
So, what was he talking about? What's going on? This house. Tom built it, didn't he? As the older brother, isn't it his? How did his younger brother, who can't even hold a job, come to be living here? And what is he talking about? Whomever you're going to be with.
Well, let's start with the obvious one. That house is in my name. I'm the one who owns it.
What? Are you kidding me?
As for everything else, ask Tom. If I try to tell you anything, you're just going to twist what I'm saying to suit whatever you want. There's no point in saying any more about this myself, after all. Is there?
So, Jack.
Yes. Have you finally got the story straight from Tom?
Yeah. You're the son from my father-in-law's first marriage, then? And Tom is from my mother-in-law's first marriage.
Yes, exactly.
And since Tom wasn't ever recognized as your father's child, he never got any inheritance from him. And I'm sorry, it's a little much to remember all at once.
When my grandfather died, he named me along with my father and uncle as recipients of his estate and his will. As a part of my inheritance, I received his old house,
the land around it, and a number of other things. Tom and his biological mother only came into the family by marrying my father 2 years later. And so, neither he nor his mother had any rights to any of the things left by my grandfather, including that house. So, do you finally understand?
I can't believe all this. I hadn't heard a thing about it.
You only never heard about it because you deliberately chose to ignore me and assume your desired reality was the truth. I have explained this to you countless times over the past 3 months.
What? You did?
I'm pretty sure the explanation I just gave was almost word for word the same as my past ones, too. Anyway, when my grandfather's old house was renovated to become the duplex it is now, I paid for all of the costs involved.
No way. You're lying. How can some lazy guy with no job ever come up with that kind of money?
And I say again, I've told you this countless times already. I have a job, and I have income. Maybe you should actually try listening to me this time. I have told you numerous times about how I have passive income from my investments. But I also make money from advertisements as a full-time video maker and streamer.
Huh? Advertisement money?
This is what I was talking about when I was saying I was working from home. You're probably going to have a hard time finding my content since I don't show my face in the videos at all, but every year I get several contracts and sponsorships from different businesses that want to advertise on my channel.
Are you serious?
Oh, and just so you know, I'm not living paycheck to paycheck or something like that. My yearly income from the channel and investments combined comes to around $300,000 a year.
$300,000?
From the level of surprise you just showed, I'm guessing you actually understand now. You finally listened to me for the first time in your life. So with that, I'm guessing you also understand that I actually make a significant amount of money. Finally! I'm so happy that Tom finally came home.
This can't be happening. Hey, Jack! You little... What did you say to Tom?
Huh? What, did Tom do something?
He said he was going to file for divorce.
Oh, he did now, did he?
Why? Why would he do this? All I did was misunderstand some things a little. That's all. Was it really so bad as to want a divorce for it?
Well, to be perfectly honest, yes. I'm not at all surprised he wants a divorce.
What? Why?
Are you really asking that? Did you already forget what you did to me?
What are you talking about?
You threw away literally everything I had in my room.
Wait, that was... Well, I admit that I was in the wrong on that one. But all of your data for your work was still fine, wasn't it? So what's the problem?
You really don't think much about what you're doing, do you? Even if we discount the furniture that you threw out that cost a lot to replace. Among the things you threw out were mementos of my late grandparents and of my late mother.
There were?
There were also antiques that my father had given me when I graduated high school, including a special fountain pen that I used every day and kept in pristine condition. And then there's the present I got from my girlfriend for my birthday, the suit I got from Tom as a graduation gift, my photo album from when I was a kid, my own personal mementos from when I was growing up. All of it. You threw away all of it because you just wanted to kick me out of my own house. A fact you refused to listen to me explain. Because of your childish inability to listen to a truth that didn't agree with you, you threw everything away I ever had to remember my family or my childhood by.
I don't know what I can even say to that.
That's why I asked Tom. It doesn't matter if I received all the money in the world as compensation. All of the things that were thrown out will never come back. So, I asked my brother to cut off the root cause of this whole problem. I asked him to divorce you.
What?
Of course, I knew that he had no obligation to agree to my request. That all depended on how he felt about everything. But it seems that he chose to do what I asked of him this time, doesn't it?
Why?
Why would you ask him to do something like that?
Because your very existence causes me emotional trauma.
Huh?
I can't comprehend how a monster like you can even exist. To think that you could be so heartless as to happily throw out every single thing that had sentimental value to someone else. And all because you didn't even have the basic decency to actually listen to what someone else had to say. Who knows what you could do to Tom in the future if you treat his brother like this? I remember how you threatened to destroy my car. What if one day you got angry at him and decided to destroy his?
What are you saying? Tom is my husband. Why would I ever do something like that?
Well, when you suddenly decide to throw out someone's things with zero regard for how much value they hold, I'm pretty sure we can't really consider any possibility out of the question with you.
But he's my husband! It's different! Why is he so quick to take your side?
Tom and I may not be connected by blood, but we still get along really well. Perhaps more than many actual brothers.
Okay, so the two of you have a good relationship. But I have a good relationship with him too. Why would he have married me otherwise?
Well, he understood quite well the amount of pain and sadness felt at seeing all of my memories callously thrown away. As you might expect, that made him unfathomably angry. I could almost feel his heart burning with anger. It sounds like that very day he decided he was going to divorce you.
Couldn't you at least wait a little bit?
No. After what you've done, I'm surprised you think you can even ask for anything at all at this point. I warned you 3 months ago. I told you to hold off on acting recklessly, but just like always, you didn't listen to me. You reap what you sow. Anyway, I've told you everything I need to now. Can you just hurry up and get divorced and get out of this house? Forever.
What? No, wait, please.
Oh, and I'm going to block you, in the hope that you never taint my life with your presence ever again. And so, Tom and Sydney divorced, and Sydney left to go live out in the country somewhere. Though, on Tom's recommendation, I decided to file a lawsuit against Sydney, seeking damages for her destruction of my precious belongings. The total amount came to about $50,000. Though, in a rather unsurprising development, Sydney was someone who was completely irresponsible with her money and had no savings to speak of. Apparently, one of her main aims when marrying Tom was to get her hands on his money. Unable to pay a cent of the damages and grumbling about being ripped off, Sydney found herself at the mercy of her now furious parents. They paid the damages and forced Sydney to pay them back the money through her own work. Now she's working day and night to pay off her colossal debt. As for me, after this sort of traumatic event happened in this house, I decided to sell it. I couldn't bear to live in it any longer. Now I'm looking into renovating another house in the next town over, and I've got my parents, Tom, and my soon-to-be wife in on the planning. Now we're happily talking about this exciting new project and where it will take our lives next.
Thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Please look forward to the next video.
James, come out of the bedroom and have breakfast with me. Please? It's the weekend. It's such a waste to just lie in bed all day. Aren't you going to get up at all? I'm bored. Come on. It's time to get up now. Let's have breakfast together at least.
Maddie, in your own words, it's the weekend. Do you really have to be making breakfast from the crack of dawn? Let's go back to sleep for a while. Is today an important day or something? What's got into you this morning? You're so cute.
It's not an important day as such, no, but every day's important. You've been so busy at work recently that we haven't been able to spend any time together. That's why I wanted to make you breakfast and spend some time with you today. You worked late a few days ago as well.
Thank you. I'm sorry for coming home late the other day. You must have got up really early to get this amazing breakfast ready for me. You must be tired already. Let's eat this and go for a drive. I know a really good coffee shop. What do you think? The weather looks pretty good as well.
What are you sorry for?
You can't help it if you finish late, can you? A drive sounds great, by the way. Let's hurry up and eat breakfast, and then we can get ready to go out. I'm going to wear the new dress that I bought the other day.
Oh, that dress is really pretty. Maddie, these pancakes are amazing. And the yogurt, too. Thank you so much.
I'm glad you like it. Can you rate the taste in less than 20 words for me, please?
There really is no stopping you, is there? Come over here and eat with me. You spent ages making it all, and it's going to be ruined if you wait much longer.
Wow, this coffee shop is so pretty. I'm glad I dragged you out of bed now.
You didn't drag me here. I was the one who suggested we go for a drive, wasn't I? Besides, after you made me a lovely breakfast like that, I couldn't just say I was too tired and stay in bed all day, could I? Did you get the idea from YouTube?
Yes, I did, to be honest. Recently, lots of chefs have started posting on YouTube as well. I just copied one of their top breakfasts. It was good, wasn't it?
Of course. It was amazing. I can't stop thinking about it even now. Everything you make me taste great, if I'm honest. Oh yeah, everything's going okay with the new tenants in your building recently, isn't it? Have you met the owners of the new cafe that opened there the other day? She was a woman, right?
Yes, she was really surprised at how young her new landlady was. She was really nice, though. Sometimes people look down on me when they see how young I am, but she said that we get each other and that I seem pretty flexible. She seemed quite strict, though. I think we'll get along fine. For now, at least. Anyway, it's full now, so we should be able to live without worrying about money for a while, at least.
That's lucky. Even though your building isn't that big, it's in a really good location. There's a lot of foot traffic that goes past it, so I don't think we'll have to worry about not being able to rent out the stores or anything in the future either. You were really worried about filling it when you first got given it, weren't you? But I was right. I told you that it would be fine, didn't I? You're a star. You really are. You're doing so well for yourself now.
Yes, I was worried in the beginning, wasn't I? But I guess I'd never tried anything like this before, so I had no idea what I was doing or anything. Thanks for helping me so much with it all. I don't know if I'd have been able to get it all sorted as well as I have without your help. I was really nervous when I got given even such a small building like that at such a young age. I hadn't a clue what I was supposed to do with it. I even wondered what Mom and Dad were thinking giving me something like that. They said they believed in me and that they were sure that I could make it work out, but what did they know? But now, I just feel so grateful to them for giving me a chance like this. Thanks to them, we've been able to start our married life together comfortably without worrying too much about money.
That's true. I'm really grateful to your mom and dad as well. I just hope that my job will get a bit easier now. Or a bit quieter, at least. I'm just so busy all the time recently. Then we'll be able to think about starting a family, won't we?
James, why are you suddenly talking about making babies in a place like this? It's embarrassing. You're doing okay at work, though, aren't you? Apart from being so busy these days, I mean. Is it really hard for you? You're finishing later and later as well. There's nothing wrong, is there?
I'm just getting given more and more to finish before I can leave. That's the main reason, I think. It's not that there's a problem or anything. I just think I'm going to get busier and busier as time goes by. Next month, an important deal is happening at work. That means that our seniors are chipping away at us to get everything done on time, and our juniors are tired from working so hard to get everything done. I'm just kind of stuck in the middle. That's why I might be late home. I'm really sorry about that.
Really? You can't help being late back. It's because you're so busy at work. You don't have to feel bad or apologize to me about that. It's a bit sad that we don't get to spend so much time together, what with you coming home later and everything. But I guess work can't be good all the time, can it? There are good days and bad days, the same as everything else. I'm sure you'll be less busy again if the deal goes well next month, won't you? You won't be busy like this forever. You just have to put up with it for a few more weeks. That's all.
Yeah, that's true. If the deal goes well, we'll get a bonus as well. So I'll be able to get you that bag that you wanted as well. Or I could even take a few days off and we could go abroad or something. We could even do both if we wanted to. I'll just have to think of what we can do with the money I'll get when this is all over to keep me going. I'll work really hard to make sure this deal goes well. You believe in me, don't you?
Of course I do. But can you really do that? Would it be okay for you to take a couple of days off so that we could go abroad? I guess you'd need to take at least 3 or 4 days off, maybe more. I'd love it if we could do something like that together. If you can get the time off, how about Italy? I've always wanted to go there, especially to Naples. If everything goes well, let's do it. I'll help you by making your dinner and doing anything else I can to make your life easier for you while you're busy with this deal.
Nah, you don't have to do that. You're busy with the shops in your building too, aren't you? You always make dinner really well too. There's nothing you need to do that you aren't already doing. As long as you're there to greet me when I get home, there's nothing more that I could wish for. Even when I'm really tired from a hard day at work, coming home and seeing your face makes me feel 100 times better.
You say such embarrassing things sometimes, you know. Oh, yes, there was something I wanted to talk to you about. It's not related to the building, though. I think I'm going to have to go to the countryside to see my mom soon. She owns some land there, and apparently there's some paperwork or something that she needs to do related to that. She says she doesn't really understand what they want, and she's really worried about being scammed, so I think I'll have to go and help her out with it. I guess she could ask someone else to help her out, but it seems like there isn't anyone near her that she can trust with such important paperwork. She's just a bit old-fashioned like that, that's all. I tried to explain it to her over the phone, but she didn't understand what I was asking her to do, so it was a bit frustrating for both of us. So I think it'll be easier for me to just go and help her in person. I haven't seen her for a long time either, so it'd be nice for me too. She must feel quite lonely too, since her and Dad moved to a really quiet area of the countryside. I know that she has Dad, but girls need female company from time to time as well. I was thinking of going for maybe 3 or 4 days. I was going to go during the week, so we could still spend time together on the weekend. Do you think that'd be okay?
Oh, really? You were thinking of going for that long? Wouldn't it be tiring for you? Isn't it a bit too isolated as well? You moved to the city because you hated the bugs and the quiet of the countryside, didn't you?
Well, that's true. But I haven't even seen my parents for a few months now. I'm going to go and be a good daughter to them for a while. I'm curious as to whether they're doing okay down there in the middle of nowhere. And I want to eat some of my mom's food as well. I'll bring you back some of the soup that you like so much. I think I'll go there next month when you're a bit less busy. That'll be okay, won't it? Oh, now I think about it. Isn't it the anniversary of John's death next month as well?
You don't need to get your mom to make anything special for me. Don't make her work unnecessarily like that. Oh, yes, it is. At least I can go and visit his grave when I'm a bit less busy than I am now. That's lucky. You'll come too, won't you? I'm sure he'll have wanted to see you as well.
How's Sarah doing now? I wanted to call her, but I wasn't sure if she'd appreciate it or not, as we aren't particularly close. So I don't know how she's getting on. It must be so tiring and lonely to suddenly have to bring up a child on your own like that. And I'm sure she's still really sad about losing her husband as well. Whenever I think about them, I feel sad. I wonder how they're doing.
I know what you mean. I really miss John too, so it must be much worse for her, seeing as they were together all the time. I think that Sarah's getting on fine on her own though now, really. It was a bit of a shock, but she has little Liam to think of, so I guess she has to just get on with it. My little nephew is so cute though. He's growing up fast. I'm sure you'll notice a huge difference when you see him again. You've seen pictures of him too, haven't you? I'm sure they're getting on fine. Sarah was always so ambitious and strong, even when she was small, so I'm sure that she's going to be okay. When I was little, if there was an argument, Sarah was always the first to get mad and shout. I was the one who had to break it up. She was always on the small side, but she was always so strong, you know?
Wow, really? She really doesn't look strong. I really love it when you tell me stories like this. It's so much fun to listen to them. It sounds like the 3 of you were always together growing up.
Yeah, we really were. When I talk about old times, I feel the same emotions that I did then and get all excited. That's probably why it's fun for you to listen to me. It's all nothing but memories now.
When did John start to like Sarah, though? As more than a friend, I mean. Didn't you like her like that? I'm really curious about these things, you know? Wouldn't you just naturally get feelings for someone if you were with them all the time like you three were?
What? I had no interest in Sarah at all. She was just one of my friends. To be honest, she was like one of the lads. I don't even really think of her as a woman. I think John fell for her as he had a really unique taste in things, women included, from way back. The two of them were different from everyone else, even when they were young. I guess they realized when they got older that the way they were with each other and their special friendship was in fact love. I realized that quite early on, if I'm honest, but I just pretended that I didn't and just kept my eye on them. Watching the two of them play together made me feel really happy too.
You really love John, don't you? You really adore your little brother. Anyway, I'll go with you on his anniversary. Then I'll go to the countryside to see my parents after that. I think I'll feel more comfortable if I do it that way around. I'll try to make things as easy as I can for you at home while you're busy at work. Then let's have a good time with Sarah and her family, then a great time together on our vacation. Sounds good, right? Just try to put up with work for a little longer. It's not long until the deal now. You can do it.
Sure. I'd work all the hours under the sun if it meant I could live happily with you. Let's just keep going like this for just a little longer. Then we can spend some proper time together. I'm going to really miss you when you go to your parents, though. Can't we go together? I hate the thought of not being with you for that long.
Don't be silly. It's not a holiday, and I'm going to go during the week, so you've got to go to work. Thanks for saying that you'll miss me and that you want to come, though. Anyway, let's go up that hill over there and take some photos before we go home. I think they'll come out really well from there.
Okay, let's go. I'm back. Sorry I'm so late again. Oh, sorry. Did I wake you up?
Yeah, I just fallen asleep waiting for you. It's fine, though. You must be really tired working until now. You had lunch and dinner in between all your work, didn't you? And your teammates are pitching in, too? I'm a bit worried that you're the only one working hard like this. That's all.
Some do stay behind with me, yes. But as a team leader, it's my job, I'm afraid. I get paid a lot more than the others, so it's okay. There's no place like home. There really isn't. I feel like a weight has been lifted from my shoulders when I come through that door and see your face, even if you are fast asleep.
I guess it's true about the money, but still. Is there anything in particular that you want to eat tomorrow? Or on the weekend if you think you're going to be late again? How about steak? Shall I make steak for lunch?
Thanks, but it isn't a special day or anything. Isn't that a bit too much effort? I really appreciate you thinking of me like that, but it's fine, really. You waking up to greet me when I get home is all I need. I'm pretty tired now, though. Would it be okay if I went straight to bed? I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow yet, so I'd better get all the sleep I can.
Yeah, sure. Sorry for chatting away when you just want to go to sleep. Let's go to bed. You must be shattered. You've got to have breakfast before you leave tomorrow, okay? Are you really going to be late tomorrow as well, though? I'm not annoyed or anything. I'm just worried about your health, that's all. You've already been late for the last 4 nights, you know? Even if you're busy, do you really have to stay this late every night?
I'm sorry, Maddie. It's just the way things are at the moment, that's all. I can't really explain properly. It's just how it is at work lately. I wish that I could come home earlier too, but unfortunately, there's nothing that I can do about it for now. Just try to be understanding for just a little bit longer, okay? For me.
Okay. You don't have to explain yourself to me. I wasn't looking for an apology either. I know you were busy at work recently and that you were coming home later and later to try to get everything done. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Sorry. I'll be waiting right here for you when you get home. But please don't work too hard. You'll make yourself ill. If you're tired or whatever, just tell me. If you don't tell me, then I don't know, do I?
Thanks for understanding, Maddie. If work gets really hard or I get really tired, I tell you though, don't I? Don't worry so much. I'll be fine. I've just got to get these next few weeks over with. Then we can enjoy ourselves like proper newlyweds. Let's go to sleep now.
Sleep well. I'll make sure you don't oversleep in the morning, so don't worry. Good night, James.
Maddie, I'm really sorry, but I think I better leave now. I know you've made me breakfast, but I'm afraid I don't have time to eat it anymore. My manager just called me and said that he needs me to send him something right away, so I've got to go now and do it. I am really sorry. I'll eat it later, when I get back, okay?
Oh, really? That's a shame. I made us a really great breakfast this morning, too. I guess it can't be helped. You better hurry up and leave before the roads get busy at rush hour. I hope today goes well for you. See you tonight.
I'm really sorry about breakfast. See you later. If you're tired, you can go to sleep before I get back. It's fine.
I told him last night that I was going to make breakfast and he should eat it. He could have at least taken it with him. I feel a bit disappointed. I guess he's the one that's busy, so I can't really say anything about it. Is married life always as lonely as this? Living with him has made me even more lonely than when I lived on my own. It's a bit like that, you see. He's just so busy. This is the first time he's been really busy like this since we got married, you know. He's told me he's busy and to understand over and over again, but I wish he'd say something a bit affectionate or warm. I guess he doesn't have the time to even think about me or anything else for that matter.
Yeah, when your husband's busy, it makes things really hard for the wife as well. Even if he is usually kind of warm-hearted. This is just what happens, I guess. I don't really know what can be done about it. If you feel lonely or whatever, just call me. You can call me whenever, you know. James is still good to you normally, though, isn't he? It's just being late all the time that's the problem. He's not going out drinking or anything like that, is he?
No, I'm pretty sure he isn't drinking. He still has the same office smell that he always had when he finally gets home. James has never drank much, has he? I'm really glad about that. He's not late because he's going to company dinners or anything like that. He's just finishing work at that time. He says he's got lots of things that he has to check, and he has to talk a lot with the other teams in his office as well. I don't really know anything about working in an office, so I don't really understand if I'm honest. If I keep nagging him about it though, I think I'll look like a bad wife. After all, it's really rare to have a husband who doesn't drink and wants to spend all his time with his wife like James does, isn't it? I guess I should think myself lucky. I really can't help feeling lonely though.
Yeah, I guess. Didn't you say that your husband hardly goes to meet your friends since his brother died? That was a terrible accident, wasn't it? It must be so hard for his wife and child. They'd known each other since they were kids, hadn't they? It must have been terrible for everyone. Them being together for so long and then her being left on her own with their son to look after as well. Your nephew is still really young, isn't he?
Yeah, he's only just 2 now. John died when he was still a tiny baby. It's sad to think that he'll never remember his dad, and that his dad never really got a chance to know his son either. Anyway, it's the first anniversary of John's death next month, so we've agreed to meet for dinner or something. It feels wrong not doing anything. We're going to meet Sarah and little Liam. Then after that, I'm going to see my parents for a few days. Then I'm hopefully going to go abroad with James. Hopefully it'll be a bit more like old times then. I'm hoping that James will be less busy like he told me. He'll come home a bit earlier and we can spend some proper time together again.
Oh yeah, you said something about the two of you going on vacation. Where did you say that you were going again? It was Italy, wasn't it? I'm really jealous. I'd love to go there. You're really like a landowner when you can just go abroad like this. Just a quick trip to Europe for a vacation. It's amazing. I wish I could do that too.
But James and I don't really relate to each other. It's pretty hard for me to understand his work stuff, but he must get really frustrated with me. However much I try to support him, I can't understand what it's like to be an office worker.
That's true. Even a normal office worker has a really tough job. You can call me at least to moan or talk about anything you want. So don't think you're a bother or whatever and just call me whenever you want to, okay? But you have to meet me too, as a compromise to calling whenever you want, okay? I want to have my food bought for me by a building owner.
Thank you so much for making me feel better. I'll try to put up with all of this for a bit longer. Let's meet when I get back from my parents. I should have some time then. Why don't we go and have brunch somewhere?
That sounds good, right? I finally finished the most important parts of this deal. The end is in sight. This project felt so long, much longer than any that I've been a part of before. I've not worked late this often since we've been married, have I? It was really tiring. Maddie, you were lonely every evening here without me, weren't you?
No, it's fine. Well done. I'm glad you finished it at last. I did find it a bit lonely as we've been living together and spending quite a lot of time together, but you weren't around anymore. We thought the same thing, didn't we? Let's live a bit more peacefully now. We should use our vacation and go away together whenever we have the chance. And we could go out to dinner sometimes in the week after work, too.
Let's do all those things. Thanks for waiting so patiently for me to finish this project. It couldn't have been much fun for you. I want to start by eating loads of your food. You're such a great cook, and I've really missed having dinner with you. Then I'm going to go and meet John's family for his anniversary day. You're okay to come with me, aren't you? You're not too busy with going to your mom's around the same time?
Yeah, it's fine. I was going to go to my parents' place about 2 weeks after John's anniversary, so I've got lots of time. I want to pay my respects to John and see Sarah, too. I wonder if she'll bring little Liam with her.
She said she was going to leave Liam at a friend's house that day. Sarah said that she wants to meet you again, too. She wants to check that we're getting along okay.
Hey, of course we are. It seems like you still talk to Sarah a lot. I guess it's because you were old childhood friends, right? I'm a bit jealous that you're still in contact with your old friends. I wish I had a friend like that. I would be a lot less lonely when you get busy with work then.
Pardon? Oh, yes, we're friends, of course. I don't speak to her that often, though. I just called her to arrange John's anniversary dinner, and we had a bit of a chat then. You've got me, anyway. You don't need lots of friends. I won't be busy for a while now, hopefully, so we can spend lots of time together.
That sounds great. Let's have dinner, and then lie around all day tomorrow watching YouTube. You kept coming home so late that I have just been putting things that I want to watch into my viewing list, and it's getting longer and longer. Why don't we get some popcorn and eat it while watching YouTube?
That sounds like a great idea.
Hey! I'm over here! Thanks so much for coming. Were the roads really busy? Maddie, you didn't get car sick, did you?
Hi, Sarah. Long time no see. How have you been?
The roads were fine, strangely enough. Being the weekend and all, I thought they'd be really busy. But luckily, they weren't. Have you been waiting long? No, I've just got here as well. James, thanks for coming. You must be tired after driving all the way here. Oh, you've brought the same flowers as I have.
Of course, these were John's favorite flowers, weren't they? I hope you've been well. Anyway, it's a lot better this year now it's not raining. Last year, all that rain made me feel even worse than I already did. I bet you feel a bit better today now that the weather's good as well.
Yeah, I do. I wished and wished for it not to rain today. This weather's all thanks to me. Remember that. Let's go and put these flowers on John's grave. Then go and get something to eat. Maddie, you must be hungry. You left without having breakfast this morning, didn't you?
I am a bit hungry, yes. But it's fine. If you want to stay here a bit longer before we go to eat, I don't mind. Don't worry about me. Today must be hard enough for you as it is without worrying about me as well.
No, it's fine, really. Thank you for thinking about me, though. Let's go and put the flowers down. He's just over here.
Okay. When we've done this, shall we go and eat something that John used to like? How about Mexican? I know a good place, but we'd have to drive a little way to get there. I think John would have liked it.
Are you sure you haven't just chosen something that you want to eat? It sounds good to me anyway. I'd never had Mexican before I married John, but in the end, I think I ate it even more than he did. Maddie, Mexican is okay with you too, isn't it?
I like this place because there are separate booths. It feels a bit more private than being all jammed close together on little tables. This is perfect for us, especially on a day like today. No one will be able to notice Sarah crying either.
Hey, stop teasing me. I'm not crying because I want to, you know. I'm fine. It's just whenever I think of little Liam growing up, not even ever really knowing his dad, tears just flow out of my eyes without me even realizing. It's hard growing up without a dad. I just wonder if I can do well enough for both of us, you know? Don't worry too much about that, Sarah. Even if Liam doesn't have a dad, he has his dependable uncle here close by, doesn't he? Do you know how much he goes on about him all the time? He really loves him, you know. Sometimes he even calls his name out in his sleep.
What? Do I really? I called Liam's name in my sleep? I must have been looking for him in my dream or something. Why are you telling everyone that, though? It's embarrassing, isn't it?
Did he really? If you missed Liam that much, you should have said. I said I was going to bring him today, but you told me to leave him with my friend, didn't you? Oh, you were originally planning to bring him with you?
Oh, yeah, she was. She was going to bring him with her, but I thought it would make it harder for both of them, you see. So I said that I thought it would be better if she left him with her mom or at her friend's house instead. If Liam was here, I thought it'd be harder for Sarah to relax and to cry if she wanted to. Things like that. I think it's important to be able to cry as much as you want to on days like this. Don't you agree?
That's true. I was going to bring him, but I guess what James has said makes sense. He's always going on about Liam, which is the main reason why I was going to bring him. I didn't realize he even dreamt about him, though. I'll admit that Liam is really cute, though. He really is. John was really handsome and you're really pretty, so I guess it's natural for him to be pretty as well. But the mix of the two of you I can see in him is just amazing. Aren't I right, James?
John was always handsome. He was in fact famous in our neighborhood for it when he was young. I used to always get compared to him and I really hated it. But if it's that has made Liam cute like this, I'm fine with it. You think Sarah is pretty? She's just Sarah. Are you being too kind to Sarah, Maddie? She'll get a bigger head than she already has if you keep calling her pretty and things like that.
What on earth do you mean? Do you still think I'm a child? I'm a bit old to get a big head now, aren't I? I was definitely in the top 10 in our neighborhood growing up, though, wasn't I? You know that very well, too. When are you going to finally accept it? Are you two always like this when you meet? I noticed it last year as well, but the way you two go on is really funny for the people watching.
Yeah, we've always been like this. Teasing each other all the time and having a laugh. Sarah got on so well with John, and because the three of us were always together, it's like Sarah is my little sister as well.
You always said you were going to play with your little brother and sister, didn't you? Maddie, can you stop him from teasing me now, please? Well, I'm just glad that you both still have someone to depend on like this. I try to help as much as I can, but I guess there's only so much that I can do. And it's only natural that the two of you are close when you have so many years of memories together like you do. I can't help but feel jealous sometimes, though, to tell you the truth. It's not proper jealousy, you know? I don't know how to explain it, but I think you can understand what I mean. Of course! I haven't misunderstood what you meant. Don't worry about that. Even so, I'm just a friend to James. There are lots of things that you can do as a wife that I am unable to do as a friend, if you see what I mean. I'm really grateful that James has you by his side. I guess that we all helped each other after the suddenness of what happened to John. You and James are really important to me, you know. Thank you for looking out for me when I needed it after what happened to John. You don't need to thank us for that. Anyone would have done the same. Let's meet more often. We don't live that far away from each other, do we? It must be hard for you looking after Liam by yourself. You can come over anytime and bring Liam as well. James would love it if he could play with Liam more often. Maybe then he wouldn't dream about him anymore. I'd of course love to get to know him and help you out at the same time as well. That'd be great, wouldn't it, James?
Of course. I'd love to be able to see Liam more often. It must be hard from you on your own all the time, and Maddie could help you out a lot.
Still, it'd feel like I was getting in the way of the two of you dating and spending time together. I'd feel really sorry about that.
There's no need to say things like that.
It's fine. We've both said so. It's not like you'd be living with us anyway. We'd still have loads of time to spend, just the two of us together. Anyway, this food is really good, isn't it? Let's eat some more to build our strength up.
Thank you. Zara looks a lot better than last time I saw her. I was really pleased to see that.
Yeah, she does, doesn't she? After what happened to John, she did nothing but cry for days and days. I was really worried about her. I feel much better seeing her a bit brighter again like this. I was really shocked seeing her like that before because I'd never seen her so weak before. She was always so tough and strong.
Now that we're married, I do understand why she was like that, though. If I think about you suddenly not being here anymore, like what happened with John, it makes me feel so sad. I really don't know what I'd do.
Don't you start as well. I'm right here beside you. I'm not going anywhere. You don't need to worry about that.
When I see how you are with Zara, I can't help feeling jealous, you know? You look at her in ways I've never seen you look at me. It's not like a mad jealousy. I'm just jealous that you aren't that way with me. I feel like a child. I can't help it, though. You're just so natural together. You're just so close and have known each other since you were kids. I just thought I'd say something. I'm not mad about it or anything, so don't misunderstand what I'm saying, okay?
Really? Don't worry about it. I know you don't mean anything by it, and I know we act like that, but it's just because we've been that close since school. I told you, she's like a little sister to me. That's all. Because we've known each other for so long, there's no tension or anything between us. That's why you can probably see a different side to me like that. We can just say anything to each other without any consequences. Even though we're married, you're like my forever girlfriend. I have to be more careful with you than I am with her because we're going to stay together forever, aren't we? That's why I can't totally relax around you like I can her. You're too important to me.
What are you going on about? You're so silly sometimes. You saying that has made me feel a bit better about it all, though. Thanks. You really are so kind and thoughtful sometimes. That's why you still have friends like that. Anyway, now you've mentioned Zara again. I want to do something with her and Liam at the weekend. Why don't we go home and get lots of sleep so that we can do something fun with them this weekend? You two bickering is really funny to watch as well. You're like kids.
If it's okay with you, let's do it. And it's not bickering. Most of the time, it's her picking on me. I'll call her and see if she's free.
Thanks. Doing something with Liam's going to be so much fun. Liam, this is your Uncle James's house. Oh, look! Aunt Maddie is here as well. Why don't you come and say hi? Hey, Liam. You're so cute. James! Liam's here!
Hey, Liam. Wow, you've got so big. You look even more cute than you did in the photos your mommy sent me. He could be a model when he grows up.
What are you talking about? Liam isn't going to be a model. He's going to be a top barrister. Luckily, he takes after his dad. He's so smart, you know.
It really is lucky that he didn't get your brains, isn't it?
Hey, you're no smarter than I am, so you can't say anything. You two are at it already, I see. It really is so much fun to watch you bickering like that. Liam, your mommy and uncle are great friends, aren't they? Let's play together lots, and then you'll grow up to be great, just like your uncle, won't you? Maddie, don't say things like that to him. He'll think that they're true. Young kids believe anything, you know. Anyway, I've brought a box of cookies and some other bits for you. It's in the trunk. I'll just go and get it a second.
Isn't it heavy? Let's go together. I'll carry it for you. You don't even know the passcode for the main door. If you have to ring the bell again, it might scare Liam. I'll be back in a minute, Maddie. You stay here with Liam. We won't be long.
Sure. Be careful you don't drop it or anything. I'm really pleased that I get time to play with Liam. But when the two of them go off like this, it makes me get that feeling of jealousy again like before. I thought that if the three of us spent some time together, I'd feel better. But I think it might be making me feel worse instead. I don't really know what to do about it anymore. I'm the bad one for thinking like this, right? There's just something between them. I can feel it. No, I'm sure it's just me being stupid and letting my imagination get the better of me. They'll be back in a minute anyway.
Wow, this is really heavy. What did you bring all this for? I told you that you didn't need to get us anything and to just come.
You're looking after Liam for me. I couldn't just come empty-handed now, could I? I want to look good in front of Maddie as well. Maddie, James said you like cookies, so I brought a load with me. They're really good. I hope you like them. Thanks, Sarah. You really didn't need to bring us this much, though. What took the two of you so long anyway?
Is the car parked a long way away or something?
Oh, no, it wasn't that. We went to the coffee shop in front of your apartment complex to get some takeout coffee for the three of us. Sorry we took so long. You were okay here with Liam, weren't you? Let's drink this coffee and then decide what we're going to do.
Sarah said that she fancied some coffee, so I thought we'd get them since we were in the car park already. Sorry for keeping you waiting like that. I probably should have phoned to tell you what we were doing.
Oh, it's fine. You don't need to apologize. I should be thanking you for getting coffee. So, thank you. I was fine here with Liam. He was really good. He must know that you're family. Look at him sleeping there without a care in the world. It seems like you'd be a great mom, Maddie. Don't make me get embarrassed again by talking about babies. Why don't we have lunch, then watch a movie or something? Sarah, you can stay here as long as you want, so don't worry about overstaying your welcome or anything like that. Think of this as your home. You are family, after all.
Did you have a good time with Sarah and Liam yesterday? Maybe we should have done that more often.
Yeah, Sarah's a laugh, and Liam's really good and so cute, too. The three of us together was a lot of fun and made me feel good. Let's do it more often in the future. Oh yeah, I'm going down to my parents' place the day after tomorrow. I'll put some food in the fridge for you, so make sure you eat, okay?
Oh yes, I forgot that was so soon. Time really flies, doesn't it? How long did you say you were going for again? You said about 3 days, didn't you? Don't forget to take the documents your mom wants, and drive carefully, okay? Don't go wandering around there at night. There are lots of ditches and stuff that you can trip and fall into.
Thanks for worrying about me. I'll be fine. And yes, I think I'll be back in about 3 days. I won't stay there too long. You can manage without me for a few days, can't you? I'm more worried about you than I am about myself these days. I lived in the countryside for a while growing up, so you don't need to worry about me, okay? I'll be fine.
Oh, really? That's lucky. That makes me feel a lot better about you going. Drive carefully, though, and don't forget to phone me, okay?
I don't know why you say that when you know that you'll probably be too busy to answer the phone anyway. I'll see you in a few days. Mom! Dad! Where are you?
Oh, Maddie! Hi! It's so good to see you again. The roads weren't too bad, were they? You must be hungry.
Yeah, I'm really hungry. The roads weren't busy, but they're really narrow and bendy. What about Dad? We should have lunch with him too, shouldn't we? I've missed your cooking so much. I've been imagining me eating it the whole way here.
Dad's just gone out for a quick walk. If you just wait a bit, I'll make you something amazing. You're so funny. I see you miss my food more than you miss me, then.
Never. Your food is really good, though. The air feels so much cleaner here than it does in the city. It feels so calm and peaceful, too. Maybe I should move near here as well.
Oh, stop talking rubbish. You stay there in the city with James. You've both got ties there, haven't you? You're both doing okay recently, aren't you?
Yeah, we're great, thanks. We went to John's grave the other day. It was his anniversary day, you see. Luckily, this year it didn't rain and the weather was really good. It made quite a difference, you know. James didn't cry nearly as much as he did last year, and Sarah looked much brighter this time as well. Last year was just awful, but it really was much better this year. It was funny watching James and Sarah talking and bickering amongst themselves. I guess it's because they've known each other for so long. They act like brother and sister more than like friends, really.
I'm glad this year was better, but I feel really bad for Sarah. They got married, had a baby, and then John died not long after, didn't he? It must be so hard raising her son alone. I think her seeming brighter must be an act. I really can't imagine how hard it must be for her to lose her husband and best friend when her son was still so young. It's good that the three of you can meet and have a good time together at least. Well done for trying to help them out.
Yeah, it all has been really hard for her. John suddenly dying in a car crash like that. It's not even really something that could have been helped. He was just there one minute and gone the next. It's really scary how these things can just suddenly happen and your whole life can change in a blink of an eye like that. James, John, and Sarah have been friends since they were really young, you see. James is taking really good care of Sarah now. Last weekend, Sarah and little Liam came over to our place and we had a really nice time together, you know? We've all got a lot closer now and are helping each other out, so you don't need to worry about it too much. Sarah really has got a lot brighter recently. It's really lucky. It was awful to see her after the accident, you know.
Still, bringing up a child on your own must be so difficult. There's the child, and John died just as they should have been enjoying their time together as newlyweds and as a new family. Fate really is scary. It's lucky for you that James is so reliable. I guess being the first son must help with that. He seems so kind and caring towards you as well. Is he getting on all right at work? Didn't you say that they weren't happy with him when he was going to take a break after John died last year?
Oh yeah, they weren't. But he didn't end up taking a break. He just used his vacation days to rest a bit. He's doing really well there now. He was really busy with preparations for a big deal for a few weeks. He was working late every night, so I was quite lonely, to be honest. But that's all done now, and we're back to living like newlyweds again. We're going to Italy soon as well. You're jealous, right? I guess working all those hours has its benefits. I've managed to fill all the shops in the building Dad gave me as well, so we've got enough money to live how we want. For a while, at least.
Oh, really? Well done. That's great news. I told you before, the building might be small, but it's in a great location, so it's bound to do well. Your dad did well getting it for you. I'm so glad you're doing well with it. Are you getting on with all the business owners okay as well?
Yeah, they've been fine up until now. We're all getting along well. They're really kind, luckily. I'm going to get you loads of presents on my way back from Italy. What do you want?
I don't need presents. You going somewhere like that to see and eat amazing things is as good as a gift for me. What more could I possibly ask for? You two have been through some hard times, but it makes me happy to see you get through them and taking care of each other like you are. I hope you can continue to be happy like this for a long time to come.
What are you going on about, Mom? Of course we'll be happy for a long time. Don't worry about that.
Maddie, why don't you stay here another night? Why are you going home so quickly?
Well, we finished what I came here for more quickly than I expected. And you talking about James last night made me miss him. So I've decided to go home earlier than I planned to. He'll be at home on his own, and if I'm not there, he doesn't eat breakfast, so I can't help but worry about him.
How long did you tell him that you'd be staying here for? You left him something to eat while you were gone, didn't you?
Of course. I left him enough for 3 days. That's not why I want to go home early, though. I really do miss him, you see. You and Dad seem to be able to sort out the paperwork a lot better between you than I thought you would be able to as well. You don't need me here to help you. You are quite capable of doing it yourselves. You understood what I told you a lot faster than I expected, too. I'm really glad that Dad's here with you. It makes me feel much better.
I only asked you to check what we'd already done to reassure me that we weren't doing it all wrong. That's all. There are so many scams with land and housing and things like that at the moment that I felt better checking that everything was okay with you as well. More than all of that, I've missed you. We hardly ever see you anymore, you know. I feel a bit sad that you're leaving so soon, to be honest. But since you said you're going back home because you miss your husband, there's not much I can do about it, is there? I guess newlyweds like yourself spending days apart doesn't look very good anyway.
Thanks for coming and helping us out, Maddie. We feel much better now that you have checked the documents for us. It was lovely to see you again, too. Me and your mom are really happy to hear that things are going so well between you and James. We'll try to come and visit you sometime, okay?
Next time I come to visit, I'll make sure to bring James with me. He's a proper city boy, but I think it'd be fun to show him the countryside as well. Enjoy your dinner, and I'll see you both again soon. I won't leave it this long before I come again, I promise. I'd better get a move on. I can't wait to see James again. We've only been apart for a day. I wonder why I miss him so much. I'm being really silly, aren't I? I've got some of James's favorite pizza and some beer. That's it. He's going to be really surprised to see me back already, isn't he? We can watch YouTube while eating pizza and drinking beer together. What a perfect night! That's strange. Why is the living room light already turned off at this time? I wonder if James is asleep. James, Hey, James! Stop it! Hang on. Why do I hear a woman's voice coming from the bedroom? What's going on here? I'd better get going now. Liam will be waiting for me. My friend says she's got something on tonight, so she can't watch Liam for any longer, and I'll have to pick him up. I can't just leave him there on his own now, can I?
Oh, do you have to go already? I told you that you should have just brought Liam here with you, didn't I? I also told you Maddie isn't coming back tonight. She's staying at her parents' place in the countryside. This doesn't happen very often, does it? We can only ever see each other for an hour or so at a time. Why don't we make the most of it? We could mess around together all night and then we could go somewhere together in the morning. What do you think? We can even stay together a bit longer when we get back again.
You've always come to my place up until now. Now that I'm at your place, I feel even worse about Maddie. If you really don't want us to part, you could just come to my place instead or something.
Nah, let's just stay here. Just the two of us. Don't think of Liam or anything else tonight. Our bed is a lot more comfortable than yours is anyway, so let's just stay here tonight.
What do you two think you're doing?
Maddie! What are you doing here? Maddie, we were just...
Maddie! I asked what you two were doing here. You aren't even dressed. What on earth is going on? I know it's a stupid question when you're both here in our bedroom naked, but are the two of you having an affair?
Maddie, no. It's nothing like that, I swear. You've misunderstood what's happening. Just listen to me for a minute.
What do you have to say for yourself, Sarah? Don't just try and hide. You must have something to say to me. Well?
Why are you being like that to Sarah?
What? Are you taking her side now? What do you think I'm going to be like? I just found her with you in our bedroom.
No, that's not what I meant. First, can you just calm down a bit, please, Maddie?
Do you think I can calm down right now? I've just caught you naked in our bedroom with her, and you tell me not to shout at her and to calm down? What planet are you on? Do you think that's possible right now? And you, have you lost your mind? He's your dead husband's brother. Didn't you think about that? Do you think that what you're doing at the moment is normal?
Maddie, I'm really sorry. Let's go outside and talk about this for a minute.
You said that the two of you had been friends since you were young. So even though I was jealous of you, I believed that you were just that. Friends. I even believed you when you said she was like a little sister to you. No matter how bad I felt seeing the two of you laughing and joking together. So, this was how you two have been comforting each other since John died, is it? It must have been great fun for the two of you. Especially when I, like the idiot that I apparently am, suggested that we spend more time together. How can you be so shameless as to go to John's graveside with his brother when you have been having an affair with him? He would be horrified if he knew what the two of you had been up to. Was it fun? Going for Mexican food on his anniversary? Sharing memories of John? You two must have been laughing to yourselves.
Maddie, it wasn't like that. Really, it wasn't.
How can you say that you two aren't having an affair when the evidence is staring me straight in the face? You two are naked in my bedroom. Does your mom know that the two of you are carrying on like this? What would she think if she knew? Please don't tell Mom about this. I'm really sorry. Why shouldn't I? Aren't you embarrassed about what you've been doing? Does someone like you even know how to be embarrassed? How could you do this? You were both so normal and natural, joking around together even when I was with you. I was so jealous but just convinced myself that I was being stupid and it was just because you'd known each other for so long. How stupid am I?
Maddie, please.
Don't say my name, you disgusting jerk! I already have photos of what you two have been doing together. There's no way I can possibly tolerate what you've done. I mean, who could? I was so worried about you, Sarah, looking after Liam alone. It turns out that I was a fool. How could anyone possibly think that their husband is having an affair with their sister-in-law? This is just insane. Please don't tell anyone. Please. I'll do anything that you want. I must have lost my mind for a while with all the grief of losing John. I still have to bring up Liam by myself. I don't want any of this to affect him. You two really are something. Just worrying about yourselves right to the end. I will never be able to forgive the two of you for this, and I'm not going to just let it go quietly either. I'm going to tell everyone. Your friends, family, co-workers, everyone who will listen. So good luck with that.
Maddie, please. Please, just wait a second. Hey, stop crying now. And stop drinking too. This is no good for anyone. Do you want to end up like John? Stop drinking and stop crying. I don't know.
Hey, why are you speaking to me like that? John might have been your little brother, but he was my husband as well. Don't talk about him like that. I know that you are having as hard a time and are as sad as I am right now. How long are you going to keep this brave act going for? You think I don't know?
I have Maddie to think of now. And I need to keep myself together so that when you see me, you feel a bit better. We can't both sit here drinking and crying like you are now. What good would that do anyone? You have to think of Liam now. You've sent him to your friend's house again, haven't you?
Yes, I'm going to pick him up tomorrow. Don't worry. I just couldn't cope with him today. That's all. Today was the day that I went to the amusement park with John, you see. I saw that it was today when I was looking at the album that I look at every day, and thinking about that just made me so sad. You're late tonight. Is it okay you being here? Won't Maddie be waiting for you?
She thinks that I'm working late. It's fine. I really am busy at work as well. I'm going to pop by here after work for the next few days, so you hurry up and get yourself back together, okay?
You're looking more and more worried. I guess being here with me is making you think more and more about the past as well. I'm really sorry for being like this. I'm making everyone around me sad and worried. I'm sorry.
Sarah, don't say that. It's fine. I want to find comfort as well. And as you are the only person that knew John as well as I did, talking with you does help. I really, really miss him sometimes. I really miss the times the three of us played together without a care in the world. What are you doing?
If I can comfort you, I will. I can't keep relying on you like this forever, can I?
Sarah, stop. We can't. Maddie, I'll explain everything. Sarah was just having such a hard time, and...
There's nothing more for you to say. When you said you were working late all those times, you were with her, weren't you? I thought you looked pretty happy for someone who just worked overtime. At the time, I thought you were happy because you would finally come home to me. But when I think of it now, it literally makes me feel sick. You know that you really shouldn't have done that, don't you? You have your son to think of. If you were thinking at all about him, you shouldn't have done it. What on earth are you going to say to him if he finds out about this in the future? How can you live with yourself? No, please. Please don't tell anyone about this. I'm begging you. I'm so sorry. I must have lost my mind for a while back there. I won't speak to James again, I promise. I'll just live quietly from now on. Just me and Liam. So please don't tell anyone. I don't care what you do. You can do what you like. I'm going to file for divorce in the morning, so you and James had better think of another reason for it. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I don't even want to be in the same room as you. I really thought I was being terrible, being jealous of the two of you. I thought that my jealousy was ridiculous. But I knew that something was not quite right every time I saw the two of you together. I was James's wife. I'm not a fool. But as I was just there laughing with you, you both thought that I'd never suspect anything? Anyway, James, you can explain what has happened to your mom. Make something up. Tell her the truth. I really don't care which. Tomorrow, I'm going to go back to Mom's and tell her everything. Then I'm going to file for divorce. Don't even think of contacting me again. Either of you. Everything else can be sorted out through our lawyers.
Maddie, please think again about divorce. I'm doing well at work now, and you don't have to worry about money, so we can just forget everything, have a baby, and live together as a family. Please, as time goes by, I'm sure.
A baby? Why on earth would I want a baby with a piece of trash like you? Wouldn't you feel sorry for it? It would just be born as an excuse to keep me in the shambles of a marriage. I'm so glad that I never started a family with you. That was the best decision that I ever made. I don't know if you'll be able to get remarried after this, but just do what you want. Live with your precious Sarah if you want to. I don't care.
Maddie.
Our divorce went smoothly. I got a huge alimony and am now living in the countryside with my parents. After talking to a loudmouthed mutual friend of ours, the rumor of their affair spread really quickly. James was fired from his job and no one wanted anything to do with them anymore. My ex-mother-in-law even ended up running away and moving house to escape the rumors and glances that she was caught up in. She tries to call me sometimes, saying that she is sorry and that it is all her fault for not bringing up her son properly. She felt so bad and betrayed by what the two of them had done that she broke off all contact with them. I don't know what happened to the two of them after that. I still feel really betrayed by what they did, and feel like I am unable to trust anyone except my parents anymore and find myself doubting people a lot. However, I'm trying hard to dust myself off and start living my life again. Thank you for listening to my story. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.